What's up, Nabs? It's Platinum TDX, the Dragon Xtreme, and welcome to another, Dragonball Xenoverse video. Now, usually people always cover the news. I don't cover the news. I cover my news, motherfuckers. Alright, you listen here. Ripping pepperonis made a crappy team. Anyway, number one, get away from the mic, you motherfucker.
You fucking shit.
Number one for, these are Megaman and I's top 7 ideas on what we want in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, like, as a whole, like, to make the game really playable, or for a good experience. Now, number one for me is more battle time or no time at all, like a no time at all option. In the previous Dragon Ball games, they've had the option for no time at all, but that wasn't for online, especially, like, for us, we don't play ranked as much, like he does sometimes, from time to time, but I don't play ranked. I only play with him or, like, with friends or family. So, for me, I don't think time should be applicable there. So, when we play on player match, that's not an actual, like, ranked match, so we should be able to have, like, customization. And you can't turn time off at all during online battles, period, like, even in freestyle. So, I think there should be, like, more time, like, at least, I want to say a 10-minute battle.
To go along with your online stuff, I don't think, like, leaving should make you lose points.
I think there should be a penalty thing, like, if you leave a certain amount of times.
Because if your power goes out...
I think it should be if you leave a certain amount of times. I think it should be if you leave a certain amount of times. Like Call of Duty does. But, back on topic. Now, I think it should be at least a 10-minute match or 15-minute match, especially since
That's what they are. Our matches are always 15 minutes.
No, they're not.
Our matches are always 900 seconds.
I'm guaranteeing you they're not 15 minutes.
That's how long all of our fights are.
I guarantee they're not.
It's a 900-second time limit. Hold on.
Then it does not feel like it.
I know it. Of course it's not gonna. Yeah, 900 seconds. That's 15 minutes exactly.
That's fucking bullshit.
That's exactly what we get.
Well, their time speeds up. Because we can't even do 5-on-5 matches.
It speeds up and slows down because of cutscenes. Sometimes cutscenes pause the time.
I can guarantee you, their time is different than ours. Because we can't do 5-on-5. So there should be no time at all in that case. So... more time or no time at all, because there's been countless battles. We can't even do 5v5s. We do 4v4s because we can finish those. And still, the time limit pops up and it's about to run out of time. So, I think it should be a no time at all option on all online battles, and both players have to agree with it at least. Just for better battle experience, especially since Dimps is making the game more strategic. Like, you can run around, hide behind shit and stuff. I think it should be like that. Especially since they're going with the Naruto camera. So moving on to Mega Man's first one.
Alright, well, just because we're kind of on the topic of online, I guess I'll go with my second one, which is, cutscene moves. Alex is completely against it, but I think they add an overall better feel to the game, because
I think only moves like perfect combination should be cutscenes.
That's what I mean, those kind of moves. That's what I mean by cutscene moves. Those should be in the game. Like they're not gonna be combos that you can like teleport out of.
Yeah, but I don't think they should be like that though.
And then of course I think that certain characters should have the right moves, like Super Vegeta should have his whatever it's called, Gallic Impact instead of Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, because that's what happened in the real show, because he used it as Super Vegeta on Cell. But yeah. That's pretty much it, just cutscene moves. I hope they have that.
Bullshit.
I actually have to change my first one because it kind of goes against my sixth one, so I gotta change that up.
Right, so my second one is having alternate nighttime stages. Now, the only time I've seen these are in the Spike Games maps, like Planet and Planet Night, and also Tenkaichi 3 and Tenkaichi 2 had Rocky Area, evening, noon, night. Noon, morning, and night. And so did the Rocky area and the Mountain Road and stuff. And also, if you went Raging Soul on any map on Raging Blast 2, it would turn to nighttime, basically. So I think they should have an option to do
Well,
nighttime.
not all of them. Like the World Tournament, it doesn't change.
It doesn't?
Health doesn't really change much at all.
I thought the World Tournament goes dark too.
No, it stays the same.
Really?
Yeah, and then Hell doesn't look any different, and Planet, like Ruined Planet Namek looks a little different. It's like more redder.
Well, you know what the fuck I mean. Rating Soul's supposed to make the clouds darker.
Well, I don't think.
So I think having alternate nighttime stages where they're appropriate, like World Tournament should not be nighttime because there's never been a scene with nighttime World Tournament. But Wasteland should be given a night, Rocky area should be given a night. Places where nighttime is expected, they should be given a nighttime area. Like, how hard could it be? All you have to do is get rid of the light source, right? So, do that. That's my number 2.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do what I just added. That's my next thing is more playable maps. So like for example, we could have like Planet Yardrat to play on, and
Well, they've never showed that though.
yeah, they have.
Once, and it wasn't even the full map. It was just a place.
They can have fun with that.
But no, that's stupid.
They can have fun with that because the planet stage was never in the actual show.
BoJack.
No.
Yeah, that's
When?
where it comes from. Or either I think it came from the Vegeta and Kui thing.
What?
Might have
Vegeta
one of
and
those.
Kui?
One of those.
No, they never showed that place ever. That's just a That's why it's called Planet. They made it up themselves. They just decided to make it a what-if map.
Well, it's based
So,
off
like-
of the BoJack one. The BoJack place.
The BoJack place? What are you talking about?
Where Gohan fought BoJack, you motherfucker.
Gohan fought BoJack at like some sort of city thing.
Yeah, that's what Planet's based off of. It's the place next to it. Whatever.
What the fuck?
What
But yeah,
fuck
I think
ever.
it'd have more maps. It should have Yardrat and it should
No,
have...
Yardrat's fucking stupid.
Well, fuck, what was the other one that I was thinking of? I forgot to write it down. Fuck! Whatever, more playable maps. Even if they have to be like what-if maps. Like,
I say
want to
West
see, like,
City and shit.
I want West City to be like an option.
Not
and then
City
you can-
Ruins, West City.
Well,
Like, they
that's
should
what
keep City
West City
Ruins.
is.
They should... No, but West City's City Ruins, but it's not... I'm talking about the not ruined version.
And also, I think there should be like,
Which
an
actually,
option
yeah, I
to
think
be
they
able to-
have that, though. I think they
What?
have it. West, like a city. They have a city map. Where
Well,
it's
yeah,
not
of course,
ruined.
they better.
Yeah, I've seen it in the screenshot, so we don't have to worry about
and-
that one.
I also think like you should be able to fight at like Capsule Corp or something. So
The
you can
more
fight,
maps
like,
one
inside the
is-
Gravity Chamber, so that could be pretty cool.
The more maps one is inapplicable because this is a new game with different maps altogether.
I hope so.
It is. There's different maps.
Next. You
So
go.
mine is Battle of Z character customization. Now I know Battle of Z was a terrible game, which is why I didn't get it. But the one thing I did like during the demo, like other than the flying mechanics, which actually felt pretty clean, is that you could customize a character, like change the color of the clothing, which I thought was cool, because like you could have, say for example, you can make a BoJack attire Vegeta, or you can make a black uniform Goku, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So
And you can make like the Vegito outfit Goku too.
yeah, and you can make the Piccolo outfit black or white, which is
And
awesome.
speaking of Vegito, DLC.
Which is, I thought that was pretty cool. So, yeah, Battle of Z character customization at the least, not the
For
movesets and
customization,
shit.
I went for a different approach for customization. I was gonna do customs, like customization for like the costumes, but I decided instead it should be customizable moves.
What do you mean by that?
So that like because in a lot of the games you couldn't change the moves. So like you can change well in the Tenkaichis for example, Tenkaichi 3 you couldn't change the moves. Battle of Z I don't think you could change the moves.
There was no moves.
Yeah, there were like blasts.
I was making fun of it.
But yeah, there should be the customizable move option, so that way you can
Like
have
Raging Blast 2
yeah,
and Tenkaichi 2.
yeah, the Raging Blast 2 customization, not the fucking
Yeah, I think they should have that where you
Raging
can
Blast
change
1
the...
was stupid.
That was like Tenkaichi 3's almost.
Tenkaichi 3 didn't have any customization.
Yeah, you could have, it was Ultimate Customization or Evolution Z or something like that. Where
Oh,
you
that
could like
was
make
items.
Yeah, that's what Raging Blast
Talked about
was.
supers. So that way you can change supers and
Yeah.
sometimes ultimates too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Raging Blast had it too.
No, only for Goku for customizable ultimates.
Well, not Ultimates. I'm talking about Supers.
Yeah. Anyway, next.
Okay, so mine is Fatigue. Since Dimps is making this game, Fatigue is basically confirmed, and I think I've seen it. I think. No, we haven't seen the actual Fatigue, but we've seen Goku go out of Super Saiyan. So we can probably yeah,
What you
Goku.
have, I haven't. I don't look up this shit because I don't really care yet.
Yeah, Goku is fighting Vegeta. He fired up his ultimate and his ki was down, so he lost Super Saiyan. But I think there should be a Fatigue. Like, it shouldn't be like the old Budokai games, whereas though you can't do anything but like, no, that was bullshit. When I'm fatigued, I wanna stop moving, but since you're in a battle, you can't just stop moving. I think you should like be really weak, can't do anything basically. Like you can't, if you attack them, they're like Broly to you. Like they just take the hits, and it does like half the damage it would usually do, and you can't use supers for a certain amount of time. Or you could choose to stand still and you recover faster. And like your character goes in the animation like he's
Change up my
tired.
fourth one.
Like he could go in the animation like he's tired when you're standing still. Or like when they're battle damaged, they just like hunch over. He should be like that for about, I want to say, 10 seconds or 15 seconds. They can balance that out however they want. But like when you're standing still, that's the animation, and he's panting, and you can like press the buttons to make him faster, like make him recover faster. But you
Yeah.
can also still move and attack your opponent, but you do less damage. And the character's like Broly to you unless you power up your kick or whatever. So that's just me on Fatigue. And it should make you go out, and for people like Cell and Majin Buu, it shouldn't get rid of their transformation, because I thought Dimps was really retarded for making that.
Yeah, that happened a few times in like Budokai 1. Same thing with Frieza, brought him back to the base form.
Yes, in all the Budokai, in all the Dimps games, it does that.
Maybe only for story mode purposes, Gohan can knock Cell back to semi-perfect. Other than that, no.
I still don't. I think that should be a cutscene, because that was a whole cutscene in itself. Like they didn't fight after that, so.
Yeah, that could be like some sort of mini game in between like the actual levels, like when you're like between the Gohan versus Cell, like after Gohan like brings Cell back to like when Cell goes to like that super like giant form thing, and he starts attacking, and then Cell kicks the Gohan kicks the shit out of him. And then, like, there should be, like, this way where, like, you can hit a certain button and, like, you punch. So, kind of like a boss fight in Ultimate Tenkaichi. And then once, like, it gets to a certain point, you have to, like, punch, and then it'll bring him back to semi-perfect. But, yeah. Anyway, that wasn't my next one. My next one was, Stronger Guards, because Raging Blast 2 didn't have that.
At least for me.
Didn't have strong enough guards.
At least for me.
Yeah. It didn't have strong enough guards. I think there should be stronger guards, and you should be able to... never mind. I was thinking that you couldn't you couldn't block grabs, but you can with a certain item, but...
Really?
Yeah, you can. It's called, like, Strong Guard.
Stronger guards. Use Strong Guard.
Yeah, but I think there should just be stronger guards in general.
I think they should...
I think they should... That way you can make it stronger.
Oh, like items?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you can level up your character in Xenoverse, though. Like Budokai 3.
like Battle of Z?
Like Budokai 3.
Okay. Okay, because I know in Battle of Z you could level them up with, like, the fucking card system.
Oh, yeah, like Dragon Ball Heroes. Anyway, like, I think... I see where he's going with it. I think it should be like the Naruto guard. Like the Zenkai Battle Royale guard. Where it's like a big circle. Nah, that's gay. That's gay. I think it should be like that, except it's not the circle in front of you. They're actually hitting you, and you're doing the animation blocking it and shit. But also, after a certain time, like there should be, I don't know. It's pretty gay. I'm perfectly fine with the Raging Blast one as long as they make it so where as though certain things don't go through it.
Yeah.
And if you dash towards someone with a dash move, it should at least break their guard. So.
You're next. Go for it.
Me, bigger explosions. Now, the reason I say this, and it might get laggy for consoles.
Yeah, I say I'm against it, but okay, go ahead. I'll go against it.
Now, Ultimate Tenkaichi, it was good in every aspect except the combat aspect. They had the perfect size explosions, the perfect, like, hitting the ground impact and stuff. It's awesome. But the combat is where it failed. So, the reason I say bigger explosions is because the way they're moving in the direction in this game is where, like, it's the Naruto camera. So, explosions could play a big part in, like, defense. So, if someone fires an explosion, you, like, dodge the thing, but the explosion still gets you. Or, like, you get out of it, and then you dash through the explosion, and then you can hit him in the stomach or stuff. It could cause, like, anime moments. Like when Cell dashed out of Vegeta's volley attack and just smacked him and used time to die. So, I think bigger explosions could play a part in it.
I'm against that because bigger explosions are sometimes the reason why you can't do shit to people because the smoke is just everywhere and you can't see shit. Which is exactly why I'm against it. You say it's going to be strategic.
Yeah, but what Dragon Ball Z games had big enough explosions?
What?
What Dragon Ball Z games had big enough explosions?
Raging Blast 2? Super Kamehameha?
They're explosions.
Okay.
I think bigger explosions should be able to do damage to people because the falling away. It should at least do like the damage of a key blast or whatever. So go.
Are we still doing top 5 or top 7?
7.
Okay, then this one I think it's already been placed in the game, but everyone should have like their certain amount of battle damage.
Well,
because Raging Blast 2 didn't have that.
Yeah, they did.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, they did.
They had ragged up clothes, but that's really it. Like Vegeta. Vegeta didn't have...
Oh, you're talking about their specific, like, clothing damage,
yes.
Like, battle damage. I thought you were talking about, like, when they're hitting and stuff.
No, I mean...
You mean combat damage. You mean uniform damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then certain costumes. Actually, I think with Goku, it should be like, it takes out half of his torso, so he has like, you can either have it be, like, depending on the costume, it can take out like half his torso, so that way he has like, the half of the jumpsuit and the blue on, and then after that you hit the rest off, and then he's like, he's got just no shirt.
Oh, I was gonna say it should be first, like, everyone should be cuts and bruises and minor, like, damage, depending on who you are. Like, Vegeta, I've seen their battle damage for him, and it's awesome. But...
Yeah, where he's got, like, the broken armor.
Yeah. But, I think they're doing it right so far, but it should be, like, bruises and, like, the black, like, hashtags or whatever.
Actual blood.
Blood, I think that's in the game. Yeah, that's in the game. It might be only on next gen, though, but I don't care. But, yeah, for me, it should be... bruises and depending on your outfit, minor like cuts or whatever.
Yeah, I think with certain outfits, like with Goku, you can either have him just like it can take out half his torso first, or it can bring him to his like his whatever, like just his blue thing.
No, I was gonna say Goku should have the most stages, like him and Gohan, Mystic Gohan.
Mystic Gohan didn't have much.
I know, but I'm saying they should have their own for, like, the first 2 stages. Because if you notice, whenever Goku gets battle damage, he starts getting holes in his shirts first.
Yeah.
I think they should have that. And then Goku can go on to have, like, the Tor half shirt, then the blue shirt, then...
Because, like, I'm talking about... And also you can have, like, the Broly thing where, like, it's half blue and half orange. So I thought that was kind of cool that they did that. So yeah, depending on the uniform.
Depending on the uniform, yeah.
Or not as bad. So yeah.
So number 6 for me is energy usage. Usage. Damn. Um, for most of the games, especially since from the demo that I've seen, like not the demo, the Japan Expo demo, like with Goku and Cell, and with Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu, and from
But
experience with other Dimps games, you can spam Kamehameha so many times, it's unreal before you even get low on ki. And burst limits, since it didn't have ki, and fatigue wasn't a problem for me in that game, you could spam Kamehameha forever. And when people say that Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and most 3D fighting games are button mashers, I'm like, did you play the same Budokai 3 game that I did? Because I could spam Kamehameha pretty decently with like a key bar and a half with Goku.
let's be honest, what Dragon Ball Z game isn't a spam game?
What fighting game isn't a spam game?
Exactly. Whether it's 2D or 3D,
Exactly.
you can just keep spamming moves.
At least in Raging Blast and Tenkaichi, you had to power up more.
Well,
Because I found myself,
sorry.
on Raging Blast 2, you can only do 2 Kamehamehas before you go out. Unless you go max power, you can do 4.
Depending on how much the key takes up.
Usually it takes
What
up a little
key
bit
takes
more
up?
than usually it takes more than a little bit more than a half gauge. So you can do 3 to 4 if you go max power, and 2 if you fully power up. And that's if it's not Super Kamehameha. So you have to power up quite a bit. And also, you could move around in those games. Budokai 3 and the 2D fighting games, you couldn't move around as much. So, you would just take the Kamehameha or block it.
Yeah.
And you still took damage for blocking in that game, so you could die by Gogeta's Kamehameha just by blocking it.
Well,
So, I think energy usage is a big problem in Dimps games, and I really hope they fix that, because Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he did a Kamehameha every time he knocked Kid Buu away.
yeah.
And Cell did a Kamehameha like, what, 10 times that match? Exaggerating. But
Yeah,
he did it a lot.
He did a lot.
Yeah,
And
he did
that
a lot.
Also.
So, I think energy usage is a big problem. I think that you should be able to power up your moves. Like, I know Burst Limit, they had this key guard. I like that a lot. But it needs some rebalancing because you could block anything with it. I think they should have a key guard or like key moves where you could like power up to a key state like Kaioken, except it's not that. And
Yeah.
I think you should be able to like do extra damage or something, depending on like an item you have or something like that. So yeah, energy usage.
Okay. For me, this is probably the biggest to me, and that's the character roster. I think it should have
The
all
Infinite
of the
World.
Infinite World characters except for like the little GT characters.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna get mad at me for this. I don't want the GT characters in there.
What?
The reason being, if they're gonna have to put GT in there, they're also gonna have to put Dragon Ball in there.
No,
Pretty much.
Dragon Ball's irrelevant.
GT isn't very relevant either.
But still, no one. Why do you want Dragon Ball? Who's in Dragon Ball that you could possibly want
I don't.
besides?
That's why I'm saying no GT either. But I think it should just be a Z game because it's only going to follow the Z storyline. So it's just going to have the Z. Like
Well,
a lot
it's
of
called
Z
Dragon
characters.
Ball
What if-
Xenoverse. It's not called Z. But then again, Raging Blast is called Dragon Ball Raging Blast. So.
Yeah, but
Who knows,
my
maybe-
examples for what if characters though, I only have like a few examples, but I said Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Broly, so that would be pretty cool. All the Supreme
As
Kais,
transformations
like the ones
this
that fought-
time. As
Like the
transformations.
Supreme Kais that fought Kid Buu, like the original ones that Buu absorbed, I think those could be playable.
Why?
Beerus and Whis, fuck. And maybe, no, never mind.
What about Super
Like,
Saiyan
two
Bardock?
page, and I was like, nah.
What about Super Saiyan Bardock?
That can be there too, but that I feel like that's given because it was in Battle of Z.
And DBZ Connect, that's it.
Well, but it was in Battle of Z. This
But it
is
wasn't in a Dimps game.
not yet. It's gonna be on next year. I'm telling you, it's gonna be on next
I
year.
highly doubt it.
I think it will be.
If it is, I'm gonna be playing as Bardock.
And then, who else could I put?
Super
All the
Saiyan 3 Trunks.
all the characters from the movies.
Super Saiyan 3 Trunks.
Eh,
And Team Goten and Trunks. Or, in this case,
Yeah.
just Goten. Actually, yeah, Trunks too, because that's not Future Trunks. So, yeah. Team Trunks and Goten. Tapion.
well, yeah, that's why I said all the movie characters.
Except Hatchak. I didn't really like Hatchak as much.
I thought it was cool.
He's cool, but I can't, we can't use him anymore.
Why?
He's pointless now.
Why?
Then again, put Hatchak in there.
Yeah, exactly. More characters. Well, never mind. Never mind.
No,
That would counteract what you said at the beginning.
That's not really good.
Okay, but yeah.
I think they should at least put Baby 17, Omega Shenron, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. Not Gogeta, for Goku and Vegeta.
Nah.
I think they should at least put those in there. That would be good.
Okay.
So,
Your
number
last
7
one.
for me. Powering up to max power and pressing a button, like Raging Soul, for example, causes you to transform to a bigger level. Now, let me explain. So, Raging Soul basically made you not more powerful, but it made you be able to like do better combos. Like you could do the switch interception combo. The what is it called? I think it's just called Raging Soul Combo 1 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
But you could do that. Now, what I think should happen is not that, but I think it should be like, say for example, Ascended Saiyan. It could possibly be that. Instead of a transformation, it could be that. Or like Mega Man said, like, I remember, I don't know if he talked about this yet, but it could make you have bigger muscles.
Yeah, that's my next one.
So, it can make you bulkier, like Super, and, I don't know, it can make you better. So, it causes you to transform at a bigger level. Or, instead, like, say for example, a false Super Saiyan.
Ew. Yeah. Ew, false Super Saiyan?
It's cool.
Ew.
I like Trunkies. I like Trunkies false Super Saiyan. It was cool. Goku's was kind of meh. Vegeta didn't have one.
Goku's is nasty. What the... Trunks had one?
Yeah, Trunks had one in the movie. In the history of Trunks.
When?
He was on the mountain with Gohan, and Gohan he was egging him on. And he was like, think of all the pain and suffering and stuff like that. And Trunks, his hair was standing up, like it wasn't moving anymore. He was about to become a Super Saiyan, and then he just blanked out. He passed out.
That's not false Super Saiyan. That's just almost going Super Saiyan and
No,
failing.
that's a false Super Saiyan. Because he had the strength of a Super Saiyan, but he wasn't at a Super Saiyan level.
No.
And Goku's, he was fighting as it.
Yeah, Goku was that's stupid.
He was fighting as it.
That was stupid.
Trunks wasn't fighting at it. He was still powering up. He wanted to be a Super Saiyan.
Like Gohan.
Yeah.
Because Gohan did that twice. Gohan tried to like just powering up, and then he was like, no, that's not how you do it. And then he was just like, okay, and then like
Gohan
he
wasn't
did
a full Super
transform.
Saiyan.
Gohan transformed for like a good millisecond.
But that's not false Super Saiyan. That's just getting to Super Saiyan. False Super Saiyan is when your hair is in the position for a Super Saiyan, but you're not a Super Saiyan. Like, you have the power of a Super Saiyan, but you're not a Super Saiyan. Anyway.
That makes no sense.
It makes sense.
No.
But, moving on.
My last one, it's not major. It's just, it would be pretty cool. Cool visual effect. The muscles they bulk up and they compress when transforming into Super Saiyan or transforming back to
That's needed. That's not important. That's a need. That's a must. If they want the character models to be correct, which they clearly aren't already, but if they want the character models to be correct, they have to make it when you go Super Saiyan 2, not Super Saiyan, because Super Saiyan didn't really bulk them up at all. Super Saiyan 2 bulked them up. And 3.
Like Vegeta.
Yeah, Super Saiyan... That's the perfect example. Fat, not fat. Oh, wait, no, it was fat. No, it was ew, fat, and then...
Yeah, you gotta put that on, like, the little evolution of it on screen.
So, yeah. Our top 7. Which was over 20 minutes.
Yep,
So,
that's it.
See you guys.
Leave.
B.
Don't come back.